Hello. Oh my gosh. I should be good here. Just 1 second. I always take 1 second at the start. I guess this is why other people have blank screens that say like starting in 5 minutes or something. I always just sit here on a video game. It's pretty much the same thing. Okay. Good. Alrighty. So today, we're continuing from where we left off, right? When we had just stopped. We just finished episode 3 of the Road to Independence. And so we're going to be moving into the full-blown episode 4, United States of America, bringing us into a new time. We're just playing on normal difficulty. And let's go ahead and read our little description here. The United States of America is a nation forged in the fires of revolution and rebellion against a British monarch seen as distant, foreign, and tyrannical. After the French and Indian Wars, the British government took an entirely unreasonable line. The American colonists should pay taxes to contribute to the navy and army that helped defend them. After all, those colonial fellows enjoyed the benefits of peace protected by Britain's expensive soldiers and sailors. The colonists had other views. The British responded with political stupidity and military ineptitude. Aided once they rebelled by the French Bourbons, who, for reasons of their own, had every wish to see Britain preoccupied with war, then humiliated by seditious rebels, the Americans faced down Britain. The struggle split countries, cities, towns, even families, but it united the nation. In its wake, the revolution left a new kind of nation, a republic where men choose their own destinies and are not subject to the whims of kings. This spirit of independence is a source of strength. It's an idea worth defending. It's also a source of weakness, for Americans cherish the right to do as they think best. This is not necessarily a good thing in an army. America now has a future of boundless possibilities. A continent stretches away to the west, and no one is entirely sure what's to be found there. The Atlantic swell washes against the eastern seaboard and beckons American seamen onwards. Trade and adventure lie that way too. There may still be scores to settle with the British and Canada, or ambitious nations from Europe to discourage. There's much to do if this newest and boldest of nations is to survive and prosper. Very well. Here we go.
Your first priority should be to gain recognition of your new nation amongst the major powers in Europe through diplomacy. Then build up your fledgling navy in order to prevent the Barbary states from raiding your coastlines for slaves, and the British and Dutch from monopolizing your trade routes. Attack foreign shipping and patrol your own trade routes as much as possible to keep them open. Acquire as much of the American continent as possible in order to secure your borders from attack, beginning with those native tribes who remained loyal to the British during the Revolutionary War. In order to avoid an early land war with stronger powers, it may also be necessary to purchase land from the French and Spanish through diplomacy.
Okay. Let's sort of take stock here. I always go to the ministers first. Yeah, this guy is definitely our treasurer. This guy kind of sucks. You're good for army. You're good for navy. Alright, we're definitely getting rid of this guy. This guy's an ass. Didn't really get anything better, but it'll have to do. Okay, let's look at all of our provinces. They are developing. Villages are not growing. I know it's technically not like the most efficient thing, tax-wise and money-wise, but I really like seeing my country grow into like its max potential. So I always like to have the villages grow as much as they can. So I usually just exempt anywhere where it's not growing. And like this is only making 21, right? It's like I might as well just exempt it. This one less so, although I am making plenty, so honestly I can afford this. And I know it's not good strategy, but I don't really care. I think it's more fun. Okay. How are we looking diplomatically? We're trading and allied to the French. Trading with the Cherokee. Let's see. We will likely be at war with the Spanish at some point soon. The Dutch we're already trading with. We're trading with Sweden and Spain. Should try to get to trade with another great power. The Ottomans will just get raided by the Barbary states if we trade with them. Could maybe trade with the Maratha. They usually work out pretty well, especially at this point because they're already pretty strong. So we can try to trade with them. Good, and that gives us some vision into India too. Barely any, but technically it's something, I guess. Okay, and then we can trade with more natives on our borders. They would agree to that. I don't know if we actually want to do that. Who is our first conflict going to be against? It might be against them, in which case there's no reason to trade with them. In fact, it looks like it probably will be. We probably will fight the Iroquois and the Cherokee first. So we shouldn't bother trading with them. Alright, yeah. Besides that, we want to make sure we have one university. It's here. We do want a university in our capital, because that's the only way you can get the highest level. It's very poor. Okay. We'll get that from this village that's growing now. Besides, we already start off with a lot of tech. We already have fire by rank. Yeah, I guess we can... We can just start immediately with joint stock companies. How long is this going to take to develop? That's quite a while.
How may I serve? Facts are my currency. Aha, a place of learning.
Money is growing here. We could try to build another school. So we could get a second like research going. Do we want that though? Probably, honestly. We could definitely use another school. Especially if it's gonna take 37 turns for that one to develop. only owns +8 and 750, and I'm exempting this area anyways. It's possibly worth it to burn down this school. Or I think we burn this building, make a new school there. Okay. If we're planning to go to war with the Iroquois first, let's find all of our armies and bring them all over here.
Sir.
Just amass these units together.
Citizens, ready and awaiting order.
This is a separate army, so I'll separate this general so I can use him for something else. I'll probably bring him down to the Cherokee. Yeah, I'll bring him down here. Do I have any other armies? Oh, there's another general down here. And another army as well.
By the left.
Okay, we'll mass this guy. Bring him up to here. So I guess we can just leave this dude in Pennsylvania then. Because I didn't realize I had another general down there.
What do you require of me?
Protestant, Protestant. These spots are actually missing quite a bit. It's all Catholic though, isn't it? Yeah. You're growing by 31 and you have no villages left. I guess for now we can bring this missionary down here, start converting Georgia.
What more can I do?
Oh, that goes really fast too. Damn. Okay. We don't need a church here because it's already 100% Protestant, so we can burn that. Are there any other churches in 100% Protestant areas? Because we just don't need them. These guys are already happy. We don't need the coaching in. Alright, everything else looks good. For over here, this army needs one more cav in it, so we at least cover the flanks. And it needs another artillery. 12-pounder, 12-pound howitzer. Okay, so I have 3 options when it comes to artillery. Between these two, they look the exact same. What's the difference? Is it an ability? Slow moving, can't hide in woodland. What is it? What is the difference between these two weapons? I guess this one is a lot cheaper. Oh, and it has a lot more range. Range is pretty important, especially for artillery. But the other artillery piece here is a howitzer. Alright, so I might as well just match them. Yeah, I'll just match it. Okay. And actually I can recruit that guy over here. Oh, no I can't. Okay. Howitzer it is then. So he'll have the howitzer, he'll have a cav. So that leaves 4 more slots open for this army. Continental Marines. And the 1st Delaware. These are special divisions. I definitely want to make sure I have recruited. So how do they compare? 110 range, 45 accuracy, same number of men. They're worse at melee. They have better morale. They have like special abilities, resistant to morale shock, I guess. Alright, I'll take the first Delaware. Oh, they're way better at reloading. And they have better accuracy. Oh wow, they have a lot of stuff. Okay, these guys are really good. I'm definitely gonna want these Continental Marines. So do those. I don't really have that much money. Jeez. Okay, we only need this for now because any more recruitment than that and it won't even come through. What is that? Sheldon's Light Dragoons? $936, $811. It's cheaper. Melee attack 9. They look weaker, don't they? Oh wait, that's provincial cavalry. What am I? Compared to the dragoons. Wait, are these gun cavalry? Oh, that's sick. These guys have guns. That's awesome. Yeah, I'd way rather have this cav. Especially if they can do melee and they're good at shooting. Yeah, I'd rather have 2 units of that then, honestly. I'll send this provincial cav down here. Okay, we still have our recruitment going there. But down here.
Sir.
You haven't moved up yet, so you're fine.
Where to, Captain?
6th rate, a carronade frigate, and a 5th rate. Is that our whole navy? That is our entire navy. Okay.
Orders, Captain.
We want to station that in our dockyard.
And understood.
Why are we unable to trade more? Ports in your home region are full capacity. Okay. Then we want another trade port here if we can. We can't make that yet. So we want to make trade ships so we can go to the trade regions in the coast of Brazil, Ivory Coast, Straits of Madagascar, and East Indies. Because this is Darthmod, there's not specialized trade ships. So you just want to do whichever one has the lowest maintenance, which is just sloops. So we can start producing those. I guess that's it for turn 1. And it's probably going to be a few turns. But they wouldn't accept it with us anyways, we already tried before. So the Iroquois won't trade with us. We're definitely gonna try and kill the Iroquois first, though. That's fine, sure. That's like not any money. The United Provinces typically just fights like Spain. And I'm gonna want to fight Spain anyways later for Florida and the Caribbean. They're moving their army away? What the fuck? That's some classic Darthmod AI. Just giving you really shitty deals. Like, oh yeah, give me your entire country, and I'll trade it for you. Trust me, this is really smart. Oh, it looks like the British and Spanish are at war. I just saw the Mamluks are alive? What the fuck? Why are they in Egypt? Or, that's not Egypt, I'm so brain dead, that's Iraq. Why are the Mamluks in Iraq and not Egypt? I thought the Mamluks were in Egypt, not Iraq. What? That's weird. Okay, Poland, Lithuania, and Austria. Prussia, Russia, Spain and Great Britain, Sweden and Russia. Wow, okay, so Poland is just super... They only have 2 provinces. I'm so sorry, Poland. You're so dead. Who's Britain at war with? I'm only at war with the Barbary States, yeah. Spain, France, Barbary States. Okay. Nothing too much. So now we have first Delaware recruited. Let's move them up. Get our 2nd Continental Line infantry. We have our 2 cav units. So 4 more. 1 of that comes from here, 2 of that comes from there. So we need 1 more afterwards. We could do Continental Line. Or we could try to do something a little more unique, maybe. Like, what do we have in this army, right? We have a lot of Minutemen. Light infantry. We already have a lot of skirmishers, honestly. We don't really need more skirmishers. We really need, like, front line infantrymen. I do think grenadiers would be cool, though. I'm gonna add grenadiers.
Yes.
And that, let's just move this army down.
Sir.
Just keep marching this guy up.
Orders.
And we'll throw the provincial cav to meet up with that army, so we can start building a proper army to invade the Cherokee down here. We can fire the Justice Advisor. Holy shit. This guy's awesome. Okay, great. We actually have good ministers now. We need to build a new trade port. This army is being constructed completely, and we want to start working on our 2nd army. Although I'm gonna actually invest into a navy first. Right, it did seem that sloops were the cheapest, yes? Yes, they are. Okay. So we're gonna start investing in mass quantities of sloops so we can go trade and monopolize all the sugar and ivory trade. We only have 3 ports, so we can only make 3 at a time so far. But let's send this sloop down to Brazil. What the? They're just chilling in the corner. Okay. Well, we'll send them to Brazil. Because that should boost our income, like, really heavily if we actually get trade going. Besides that, I'm still making plenty, so I do want to start recruiting for this army. This army has the cav it needs. It needs cannons. Before it gets cannons, though, what would I want? Marion's Rangers? What are these guys? They're more unique units. Yeah, I guess we can take these for this southern army here. And then everything else is already being recruited, so nothing else. Then we'll use the last of our money to just do buildings. So typically, I prioritize farms early, just to add region wealth. Oh, this was the church that I destroyed. Or it wasn't a church, it was a coaching inn. So we can make that into a church. We can build another peasant farm. And that's it for this turn. That should be fine. Actually, I did want to make a school here, but I don't think I have enough even with all of those cancelled. So this is good for now. God dang. Is it frozen? No, it's good. Okay. I think probably within 2 turns, I'll have that full stack army ready and I'll be able to invade the Iroquois. I do need to check who they're allied to, actually. They might be allied to the British. I didn't think about that. If they are allied to the British, maybe they're allied to someone else as well, and I can attack them instead. We'll see. We'll see on when this turn's over. I can look at their diplomacy. God, the end turns are so long. At least I'm not having the Ottomans bug right now, which is where the Ottomans just spam move one stack back and forth over and over and over again. Jeez, the Spanish are actually like destroying the British navally. They're occupying all of their ports. The Dark Star. In a letter published by the Royal Society, geologist and natural philosopher John Michael has suggested the existence of a stellar phenomenon possessing the most extraordinary properties, an object of such concentrated mass that even light itself would be unable to escape its gravitational field, thus might be termed a dark star or even black hole. Interesting. Okay, construction, fleet arrives, so we can scout out Brazil here. I think it should just be the Portuguese here. Yeah, alright, we'll start trading here. And that makes us 500 a turn, which when you count for the upkeep cost of 124, that's making us, what, 376 monies a turn? This is totally worth doing. And you can just leave it here forever, and the AI will never attack it unless you end up at war with Portugal directly. Those are totally worth it. There's 3 more slots down here, so let's send 3 more sloops down.
Underway. Ship's orders, Captain.
Okay.
Aye, sir.
Got 3 more sloops. Send them to Brazil. Any ministers we want to adjust? Honestly, I don't think it's worth kicking these guys out anymore, because they're all at least 5 stars. So they're pretty worth keeping around. Let's make sure we recruit 1 more sloop in every one of these provinces, so we can send them out to, like, the East Indies next. Army recruitment. Have these units. We've got the 2 more that we're recruiting here, which will make this army a full stack.
Sir.
We wanted to match that cav up. That army's done. So we want to recruit 2 cannons for it, which is a lot of money, Jesus. But it already has its cav, so besides that, I just want line infantry for it, which I can only recruit here. So we'll wait on that. Which means we invest the rest of this back into buildings. This is my capital region, so I need to make sure I have a school here so I can get a max level university. So we'll start building another school there. I think that's all I can build. Right, I don't think I can build anywhere else. In which case, that's good. We're at 100% Protestant here.
A missionary on a mission.
We could send a missionary to Maryland. I don't think we need to do that for now. For now, we might as well send it into the Cherokee territory. Start converting these just in preparation for when we're going to conquer them. And now we can check the Iroquois. They're allied to Denmark and England and the Cherokee. That is really annoying. But the Cherokee are only allied to them. So if we just attack the Cherokee and we don't attack the Iroquois directly, we'll be at war with both of them. I thought they fixed that bug. Why is Michigan owned by Denmark? This used to happen a lot. I thought this bug was fixed. Did they actually trade for that? Did they take Iceland? Oh my god. God. That's such a stupid bug. Oh my god, this is so dumb. Okay, well, that's interesting. We'll have to deal with that later. Oh well. It's still not a problem. We're still just gonna fight the Cherokee directly. That does mean we probably want to build this army faster, so we need to start investing in making that army more. But that's it for this turn. Right? Do I have a rake, actually? I do. I'm gonna want him to go check out the Iroquois.
Night is my friend.
It should just be take these 2 provinces and they die, because Iceland is in a different region, so it won't count. How long till that? 1 turn. Okay. I really did think that bug had been fixed, so that kind of sucks that it's not. But, oh well. It doesn't really cause that much of an issue. And maybe it's just because this is the main campaign. I am pretty sure it's been fixed on the Grand Campaign. It might just be because this is the Road to Independence one. Maybe it's still a little buggy. Oh, I never looked at the prestige rating, actually. I should check that. See where I am. I guess I could check in on the British-Spanish War, too. See how that's going for them. No. Yeah, the AI is definitely still bugged in this mode. So we're gonna have to deal with that. Oh well. It's not that big a deal. Actually, let's see if the Dagestan bug is still here. Yeah, Mysore, Italian states, Morocco, Portugal. Yeah, they got the good old-fashioned Dagestan bug. Okay. Spain has not captured anything. Did he take Gibraltar? He did not. That's weird, honestly, considering they're at war. Okay. Fleet arrives in Brazil. Take up each of these. The value does decrease each time, but it's still worth it. Okay. Now we have 3 more sloops, which we can send 1 to each of these places. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess for the East Indies one, it's faster to send it through Brazil. It's faster to send all of them through Brazil, actually, because they just take the auto fastest path, I think. Okay, we're sending you to the East Indies. We are sending you to West Africa. And we are sending you to East Africa. We'll make more sloops. We got buildings completed, right? We got our new trade port. So we can pick a new major nation to start trading with. We want to do someone actually successful. If we do Russia, it'll get raided, because it can only come through here and here. Prussia could work. They are at war with quite a few people. The Ottomans can only work if we sign a peace with the Barbary states, which they do not agree to. In that case, then, we know Britain's being completely blockaded. Austria's at war with France, and France, so that's not going to work. So I guess Prussia is probably the best choice at this point. Ugh. Maybe I can just offer you like military access, which is useless to you, but the AI likes it sometimes. There's very little I can offer them, unfortunately. I don't want to pay them 4,400 for a trade agreement. That's not worth it. And I mean, I guess we could try for the Ottomans. It just seems rough. Oh, and I can do another one, actually. I could try to trade with Austria, I guess. There we go. Alright, let's see if we can get peace with the Barbary states. Maybe I could just pay them like 1,000 or something. Really cheap. Damn. Okay, we need to cancel this. Because then we don't get the distrust from everyone else when we end up going to war with them. So back to over here. This full stack army is ready to go.
Forward, march, awaiting further order.
Can move them right up to the border.
Forward, setting up count.
Back down here. We're still recruiting our cannons, but now we can actually recruit proper line for this army. Could get the Marines. How many more can we recruit here? 2 more. Alright, we'll get Continental Marines. And I guess we can get them a Grenadier. And that'll supplement this army. We're still making plenty of income. Everything still looks good. We can start researching at this school. There's no industrial tech I can research, so we'll start doing the new model bayonet drills. Unless this is better. I don't think so. Carcass shot, is this good? I don't know if that's good. We'll just go for the new model bayonet drills. Put the rest back into construction. In which case we could build here. I'd want to make a weaver's workshop there, so I wouldn't want to waste it on that. I'll just build a farm. Alright, that's it again, I think. Prestige. We are very small. Oh my gosh. I think it's because all the AI start up with all techs unlocked for some reason in this mode. That's why they have so much enlightenment prestige. Probably 3 or 4 turns, and then we can attack the Cherokee. And the Iroquois with them, right? Do both at the same time. I really do wish we could get peace with the Barbary States, though. They're definitely just gonna raid my trade routes, which does suck. But probably the Spanish and British navies and French navies can all fight them down there. Oh, or Denmark does it. Geez, the British are actually getting torn up navally. Like, it's not even close. They're getting totally destroyed. Morocco just sent a huge trade fleet to Madagascar. Oh god, not the Ottomans. Stop. These stupid one-troop movements. I should actually check how the trade market is doing, like how much everything's worth and how much I'm making from each different trade route, just to see what's worth it. So we got joint stock companies. Yeah, I would probably just put them right onto national debt. Those are both fine. Although actually Wealth of Nations might be better. Looks better, honestly. We'll do that one first. Nation destroyed, Saxony, Hanover. Just random blah 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 blah. Who killed them? Saxony and Hanover? They both died to Prussia, it looks like. Yeah. Poland took East Prussia, though. I thought they would have died immediately. They got declared on by Austria, Russia, and Prussia. So that is kind of interesting. They lived for longer than I would have expected. Okay, but back to America. France and Spain are at war. All of our units are recruited. I don't know where I exactly want to send these guys. So I guess for now, we'll just send them all to West Africa. I'll send one to West Africa, actually. We'll spread them out. Because I don't want to waste their time if I don't have to. And I'm going to stop recruiting sloops, because I think this will probably fill everything. Especially because we see the AI going there as well. What? Get over here.
Waiting further orders.
I think that'll be enough for now. Okay. Back to over here. No minister changes. Nothing like that. All of our dockyards. I did want to check trade. We're getting a lot of sugar, cotton, tobacco, furs. We aren't trading at all with Sweden. Who is Sweden at war with that is blocking them? A lot of people. Okay, why Sweden am I not able to trade with you? Oh, your only trade port is occupied by Denmark. Shit. So do I break the trade agreement with Sweden and move it to someone else potentially? Maybe. I mean, they are at war with a lot of people, so I don't really expect them to win. I think I do, honestly. Yeah, and then we move this over. Not to Russia. Well, maybe to Russia, actually. They do have a commercial base in there. We could try trading with Russia. They don't want to. Okay. The British are being blockaded everywhere, so we don't want to trade with them. We could try trading with Denmark, but we're going to need to fight them since they own Michigan. So they're probably not the best choice. In which case, Genoa would be a better option. They don't want to. How about Italy? And no, I'm not doing that. Mysore would be fine. Well, they're at war with the Marathas, so they're gonna die. Portugal would be fine. God dang, everyone wants me to pay them. It's just not worth it. Oh my god. But Portugal wanted the least. If everyone wants me to pay them, and Portugal's asking for the least, then I'll go back to Portugal here. What if I offer you military access? What if I offer you 1,000 and military access? How about 2,000? I'd be willing to do 2,000. God damn it. Georgia's willing to do it for cheaper. Okay. How about for 1,000? Military access and 1,000, huh? God damn it, dude. I don't want military access to you, Georgia. They're turning it around on me now. God. Alright, fine. I'll do 2,000. Okay. Okay. How much does that trade make me? Georgia 828. Okay, so that'll pay itself off. And Georgia's at peace with everyone, aren't they? Yeah, they're not really. What? How are they at war with Sweden? Oh, they're a protectorate of Russia. That makes sense, I guess. This is fine then, because they're not at war with the Ottomans, so they'll be safe for a while. No one should be raiding this besides maybe the Barbary states. Okay, back over to Europe. We have our grenadiers. We can move them down to join the main stack. The cannons are done down here. So, there's no special units that I'd want to recruit. So let's just do line infantry. Back up here, we're finishing up the Continental Marines. And we could get one more grenadier, sure. That's all I want for that army for now. So let's just invest the rest of this back into buildings. I do want to get these industry techs, so I need to start making higher level buildings. So I need to look for the... Yeah, make Iron Masters works. That should let me research the next level of this, shouldn't it? Yeah, so we get these next techs available. Besides that... New York is converting. I could try to get another priest. Or I can just keep building farms up. These do increase town wealth, don't they? Barely. That is really minimal. I should try to prioritize those where there's villages growing. No villages left. We can do that. That'll work out fine.
How may I serve? Immediately. I am resting.
Why are you... Don't get blocked by an army, just walk around them.
Obey.
Oh, you
I am
can't.
not a magician.
This is a mountain. They're actually holding a choke point there. Huh. Okay. We're good for now then. I think the trade ships should start showing up next turn. Like, especially the West African one. So we'll start profiting on those. We should be pretty close to going to war soon. We're slowly getting there. What was the point of that? They just sailed their ship out and then immediately came back. I don't get that at all. my god. The Spanish are just like clowning on the English everywhere. Raiding all of their ports. Okay. New gentleman recruited. Down here. Industrial and military techs. Send him
is my shield.
Hartford.
Learning and culture.
Hartford is doing military tech, so that works. Harrisburg. We can get started down here. What would we want? I guess I'd rather get selective breeding so we can get the next level of building going soon. That's gonna take forever, but it's fine. War declared, Mughals and Britain. Construction. All the fleets have arrived. New England is on strike. They're angry for the schools, I guess. I'm not sure how I can make them happier. I could build this, it's gonna take a while, so in the meantime I should just recruit some militia. Actually, Rangers are cheaper. Oh, but they're limited. Is there anyone cheaper than the militia, maintenance-wise? Because I do want militia eventually anyways, so I can garrison my ports so they don't get raided. I guess we'll just recruit militia for now. Okay. West Africa. That's occupied, 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 occupied. They're all taken. Damn. There's nothing available here. How about in East Africa?
Ship shape and Bristol fashion, Captain.
There's 3 open slots.
Under sail. Ship's orders.
So we do want to start getting involved here. We can send this guy to East Africa. And in the East Indies,
Orders, Captain.
open, occupied, 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 open. Alright, there's 2 open slots here.
About. Waiting further orders.
Okay, so now we have those guys trading. We're getting ivory and spices, which actually increases our income a lot because we trade that to all of these different people, right? So that's pretty good. Here's these new soldiers. Bring them down. We need 4 more for a full stack army now. What do we want for our last 4 guys? Probably just 4 line infantry, honestly. Yeah. Alright, there's like nothing unique up here, is there? I mean, I could get more grenadiers, but they don't have very many men in them, so I need people to just man the front line. In which case, line infantry works the best for that. And we'll just deliver them via ship down to here. Oh, there's no port, so they'll lose all their movement range. It still moves them farther. We'll see. Okay. That's it for troops. Other than that, we want to build buildings up. So we want to prioritize, instead of an iron workshop, we want to look for one of the weavers, so we can start getting that upgrade path done. Ooh. It's too expensive. I can't get it yet. Okay. If I can't afford it, then I can't build a school. I'd rather build up the cannon foundry and the farms. Okay, that's it.
At the ready.
Let's just put this guy in the port, so he's actually doing something at least. Just checking in. There's nothing interesting going on here. Everything out here looks pretty normal as well. Except that Anatolia is free. Okay, I take it back. It is not normal. There is a free Anatolia. That is very odd.
Further service can I render?
Alright, well, nothing involving us. Right. So next turn I'll have my full 2-stack armies. Should be able to start the war the turn after, because they're going to take 1 turn to move into position for the Cherokee army. The British are showing up with actual troops here to fight the Spanish. I know the Spanish have been winning navally everywhere, but they haven't actually landed any units. It looks like pretty much just everyone's at war in Europe. The French and the Spanish and the British are all at war with each other mutually. As long as they don't get in the way of my trading though, I don't really care. God, I hate the Ottoman AI. It is really annoying, moving every unit one at a time. Okay, they rioted. Damn, that's expensive. That actually sucks. Well, now the unit's been recruited, so public order is restored. All my ships arrived.
Orders!
So this sloop can move into
On
here,
the way, Captain. Ready
and this
for
sloop
action.
can move into here.
Come about.
In the East Indies, we should have 2 more ships showing up. I didn't realize there was gonna be 2, but
Set sail. Jump to it and look lively.
I can move them over there. The Ottomans there, damn.
Officer on deck.
Now here, I'm not sure how much this is gonna be worth. Let's
Ship's
see.
orders, Captain.
1,040 I get in value from here. If I move you in, that changes to... Okay, yeah, that's worth it. West Africa,
Ready for
there's
action.
someone here, but I know we can't use them anyways, so we just move them to East Africa.
Ready and waiting.
Now I get way more spices and ivory. But I lose my connection to France. What happened? They're being raided by the Dutch. There's nothing I can do about it. Oh well. That sucks. Wait, they're not even being raided by the Dutch. Why are they war with the Iroquois? What the fuck? This is so weird. I guess both of them are damaged by Austria, it seems. Tuscany abolishes death penalty, construction report, recruitment report. Alright, so nothing else happening. Poland is dying. Sweden is dying. Punjab is free. And nothing's happening down here. Okay. So we finally have the full stack army that we want.
Ready and waiting for orders.
If we want to attack them, we have to move through there because these mountains are in the way. So I think I'd rather move from the south so we can engage this army so it doesn't take Georgia. In which case we want to move onto a port.
March.
Load all of these units up.
Sir.
Because then we can take this navy down here. Just have this drop them off.
Ship's orders. Maneuvers complete.
Move the navy back up.
I'm about.
So now they moved all this distance in one turn instead of like
sir.
4. We can't quite get there yet.
Impossible.
It's gonna take a few turns. So next turn, I guess, we'll start the war. Cool. What else would I want to do with this remaining leftover money? I would like to expand my trade ports, actually, so I can start trading with more people. Because I still can't build that weaver's cottage that I was looking at before, so we can start making a commercial port. Other than that, I think that's it. So yet again, make sure the Cherokee are only allied to the Iroquois, and we're good to go. Next turn is war. Cherokee and Iroquois, gotta take both of them out at the same time. Which will push my borders pretty heavily inwards. And I guess I'll probably fight the British after that. Try to take their Caribbean and Canadian stuff. I don't even really understand how the Ottomans actually lost Anatolia. Like, how is that even rebellious in the first place? That's like their proper core territory. And how have they not taken it back? That's so valuable. That's crazy. Hey, what's up, Glinthammer? How's it going? We're just playing some Empire Total War. It's the 4th part of the main American Road to Independence campaign. That whole thing. I think it was like 2 days ago I finished the Revolution part, so now we're moving into the part where it's the broader campaign. And we're actually about to go to war with the Cherokee and the Iroquois at the same time here.
Your humble servant.
Ooh. That might be better. I would probably lose Georgia though, so I guess it's better just to go this way.
We can't do that, sir.
Oh my god, they allied the British. Are you kidding me? Over that turn, they allied the British? God damn it. Why do they have to ally Britain right now? Nice, dude. It's a pretty fun game. How long have you had it for? I've had it for like a really, really, really long time. But I've always really enjoyed it. Okay, well I guess now we're just declaring war on the Iroquois. We're just gonna deck on the Iroquois, whatever. You played Shogun 2? I have not. I've played, for Total War, I've played Empire, Warhammer 2 and 3, Rome 2. I think there's one more. Oh my gosh. I think I maybe played like Attila. Or it might have been Troy. I don't know. It was one of those two. Those are all the ones I've played though.
Sir, your orders?
Okay. Let's go to war. And everyone join them. Great. Okay, let's see if we could just piece the British out immediately. Maybe we can just pay them to leave. Or they might have just crashed my game. Oh, okay, they didn't. Like, I really do not want to be at war with the British. I would pay them quite a bit to leave. I would not do that. That's not worth it. I'll pay you like 6 grand to leave. How much do I make every turn? 10,000. Okay, I could do this. I could pay you 3,000 for 5 turns. There we go. That's worth it. I can't afford to fight on this entire front. Is Shogun 2, I know it's in Japan, right? It's the second Japan game. Is that game more like the historical Total War games, or is it more like the fantasy ones? Because there's usually a pretty stark contrast between them.
How can I help? What do you require? Contract accepted.
Let's go. That's sick.
Another mission? Sir. Prepare for war!
Alright, we should win this. Shouldn't be too rough. Oh man. Okay. Definitely open up with our cannons on this sort of hillside here. Then we want to make a large line infantry. We'll let them come to us. They should have mostly melee units. These are our light skirmishers, sort of. We'll put them off to the side. And then everyone else is primary units. We'll put the grenadiers the closest because they're pretty strong. Everyone else, though, we want to group them up into a proper line. We can put our rangers down here. This will cover the flank. Then we have these are our missile cavalry. So we're gonna use these guys to take out their cannons that they have. Put our general's bodyguard back here. Alright, quickly pause. See what they have. They have fixed artillery. I don't actually know if explosive shells are better. I've never played with those before. But we can try... Let's try to take out their cavalry first. Let's take our main force and just march it into a bit of a forward position here. Set these guys up like that. What did that do? Kinda exploded in the air, didn't it? I don't think that's very good. I think just the round shot's better. And avatar mode, make your own faction for multiplayer. Has co-op. Interesting. I might have to check that out. Probably not anytime too soon, because I have a lot of other Total War stuff I want to do, and I want to play this game a lot. But, I don't know, I think every Total War game looks pretty fun, so I'll probably try them all eventually. Okay, let's see how these go. Alright, just some, yeah, classic round shot does way better than the explosive shells. They just have... Let's see if we move the cav up over here. Is that your favorite Total War? Actually fire down from the hill. Start to move up here. Oh yeah, they're getting totally decimated. Holy shit. Shogun 2 is your very first Total War game? Makes sense. I mean, my first Total War game is this, just from in like 2014, 2013. I love this game because of that. What? Are there guys here? Oh. Just run them down. Yeah, I think everyone really loves their first Total War game, especially, even more so than other ones, which makes sense. And honestly, they deserve it. Total War games are so fun. Oh god. Stop, 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 stop. There we go. Let them get all their shots off. Cannons are dead. Bring them back. Pull them out. Just quickly run through those guys and then reline up over here. Keep advancing this line forwards. What about Mountain Blade? I've never played Bannerlord. I would definitely want to try that game. There's just so many games, but Bannerlord, Mountain Blade Bannerlord seems really cool. I saw like I saw Tommy K play that game. It seemed pretty fun. Oh yeah, fire into those guys. Or you can shoot over there, I guess. That works too. Let's have you actually engage in melee. You're gonna be a lot stronger there. There we go. Pull you back. Make sure you get back away from there. No, 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 no. Pull back, pull back. Get these guys to shoot into them. Perfect. Throw these cannons on them. All of these units are firing into them. They're totally dead. Okay. They're locked into melee now. So let's just send them. I don't want to send them after a garrison. Guess we can send them over there. I want them targeting these guys. This looks like the last set of units here. Oh man. Yeah, they're toast. Alright. Ooh, we don't really want to engage with these guys, honestly. Let's just pull you back completely. Honestly, I don't really want to deal with any of this. Just get these guys out of here. Move the line up. Yeah, just pull out, just pull out. Cannons fire on them. Oh man. Is there anyone else left, or is that it? I think that's it. I don't know what is going on here. Just get out of there. Come on. These guys will open fire to these musketmen. And they're dead. Great, turn around. back through them. Pull these dudes over. Is that it? I think they're dead. Alright, there we go. Heroic victory. We lost 207, killed 2,466. They're totally wiped out. We don't really want to repair that, we just want to burn that building down. You are fine. We don't need you. Don't need this. Or that. There we go. We just want to replace the native buildings with the ones that we use. If we pull this army out, how angry are they? What if I exempt? They're pretty pissed. I can't quite get there this turn, so I think I'll give them one turn sitting in there. Other than that, let's come down to this army and we'll move them up.
Gathering supplies.
Okay. That's all good. Fleet arrives. Move them into the trade here.
Aye, sir.
Captured the region. All the construction is done. We want to start getting a water-powered cloth mill. Honestly, I kind of want to start getting proper infrastructure set up everywhere, so we can actually move around faster. Because we just have dirt roads for everything right now. This all looks good though. That's still upgrading. All our research is going fine. We're destroying that building. Okay. I know I haven't been on for very long, but I do think I'm gonna have to end it here. Because unfortunately I have to go to class somewhat soon. But thanks for hanging out. It's good talking with you for a little bit, Clint Hammer. But hope you have a good one. I'm gonna be heading out. If you want to see more of this later, I'd appreciate it if you followed. But if not, that's all cool. I'll be back sometime eventually. I'll probably be on later today. Maybe in like 4 hours from now, 5 hours, maybe 6. I'll be on again. But for now, I'm done. I have to go to class. Have a good day.